There have been a number of documentaries about Hillsong and the downfall of the leading pastor of the church, Brian Houston. We have heard of the toxic, un-Christ-like culture that was prevalent in the church, and just when you thought we knew it all, more evidence that shows us the depth of the depravity of this corrupt ministry comes to light. Greetings, y'all, and welcome to Seek Things Above TV. I'm your host, Lou Ciccone. So there hasn't been a shortage of videos and commentary and documentaries about Hillsong in the last couple years, ever since some of the scandals became public. There is a new documentary that I wanted to point you in the direction of, and that is one by Spotlight 7. This is a news organization out of Australia, and they have reported recently on the whole scandal as well. I think what makes this one a little unique to me is because they are based in Australia, so they were able to actually go to places like New Zealand where Brian Houston's dad and their family actually grew up, and actually investigate on the ground and things like that. And I guess just being close to home to the place where the church was actually started gives them somewhat of a unique perspective, or they're able to really just be on the ground and get down and dirty with it. So, and yes, there's a lot of dirt to get down and dirty with. So I'm going to show you all a couple of clips here. We're not going to play too much because of obviously copyright stuff. And I do want y'all to actually support this video and this channel by going to watch it. So we're just going to talk about a few things. But what I do want to highlight is just one or two things that really shocked me when I heard it, because I think these things haven't been reported in this way and not enough people actually are aware. So let's go ahead and check this out real quick. As I said, I will leave the link in the description for y'all to check out so you can see the whole thing by yourselves. Let's check this out.
Remember the early days of Hillsong where it was genuine.
It's time for Brian Houston to face the music.
It could be up to 5 years in prison.
There's something happening in the spirit realm tonight.
The Insider, Tom Tilley,
Today's the day.
and Liam Bartlett present
He's already in the building.
Unleashed.
What we're investigating will be groundbreaking.
This is the story you haven't heard. As a new generation of victims speak out.
I was 13.
Wow.
This is not very Christian. The best is yet to come.
So there you have it. That's the intro sequence right there. They go into a lot of stuff in this documentary, so most definitely check this out if you are interested in learning more about what's going on with Hillsong. In light of the fact that Carl Lentz is about to have his own series coming out where he's supposed to be exposing everything, I wanted to highlight this fact right here. I'm going to go ahead and play this for y'all real quick.
So this is the report that Hillsong wanted to keep secret. A New York law firm investigated Carl Lentz. Turns out there were not one, but 3 affairs.
So that bit of information right there is what struck me, because the fact that there were actually 3 affairs and not just one, to me actually removes any credibility that Carl Lentz should have as far as him being somebody who's somewhat of a whistleblower and exposing the corruption and the toxic culture within Hillsong, because he was actually obviously a part of it. And the only reason he was ousted is because the last affair was so public. Now, granted, he probably has a lot to say that a lot of people don't know about. There are private conversations that he was, privy to, that he was, present when those things were going down, and obviously some of the other practices. And yes, man, we want people to be able to, be redeemed, right? As Christians, we want people to be able to fall and get back up, repent, and change their ways. But the fact that he had to sit down for a while, was removed from ministry, and should have taken a lot more time to honestly just repent and restore his family. And he didn't do that for that long before you see him resurface and get a job at Transformation Church. That is disturbing to me. I find this highly problematic, and I don't really see a repentant heart in all of this. I'm just not seeing it. Now, I don't know I don't know what's going on with him personally. I don't know his personal life, all that at the moment. I don't know his family situation, and I do hope everything is been, mended and restored with his wife. We do hope for that. As Christians, we want people to be reconciled to one another and for foundations to be, rebuilt for marriages to go on and be strong and thrive for as long as the Lord gives, right? But all the markers that we see here just don't give us enough confidence to believe that that's what's going on with Carl Lentz. So looking at all this stuff, it is obvious that Hillsong and the problems in there are worse than you thought if you can get somebody who has a lot of dirt to come forward and be the best person to tell you what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So there's no clean whistleblowers, it seems, thus far. There have been people who have come out and given their testimonies, but I suppose the prominence of the people bringing the message also adds to the sensation and maybe the media coverage that these things receive. So anyway, let me know y'all's thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think that Carl Lentz should be having a show? Yay or nay? Definitely let me know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And if then you have been raised with Christ, seek the things that are above where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on things that are above, not on things that are on earth. All right? God bless y'all, and I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.